Alrighty. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for Cricket tuning in. I'm Cricketoon. And yeah, tonight's just going to be a continuation of EarthBound, my in-depth playthrough of it, where I take the time to explain things and show how to beat stuff and all that jazz. Might as well just get right into it because I can't think of anything else to say at this point. Where we last left off, we have gotten through the pyramid. Pooh left us because he's gone to go learn something. And then we found some tower and entered it, and it's apparently Dungeon Man, I think his name is, or something like that. And now we gotta explore the insides of his body, and I don't know. I'm not sure what benefit it is to be in here, but it's where we have to be. Get that music back up. Alright, where's my inventory? There it is. Alright. So I'll take a quick review of what we got. Get rid of that key. No, actually we may need that key. Keep that handy for now. Yeah, I said we're looking pretty good for now. Yeah, there's a hospital. There's even an ATM here if we need the money. If we actually don't. Oh, we do need the money if we're going to call. Paul's going to hit a level soon. So yeah, we're inside Dungeon Man. And it's a little bit of a maze. It's like 3 or 4 floors, and it's full of items and enemies. But most of the enemies in here we've already fought previously. There's not really a terrible amount of enemies in this area, or new enemies, I mean. But it is full of signs, lots of signs. Yeah, we'll get that present later. First goal is to reach the 4 ropes. Brick Road. Place an item at the dead end. You're free to take it whenever you want. Yeah. There's a lot of items in this little dungeon. Once a dungeon is built, monsters always start moving in. We don't want to go that way just yet. We're supposed to. I want to go up the middle path. Yeah, and some of the enemies here show up as gift boxes, so you'll never know who's in it until you touch it. You know, these good night benches are scattered about, so there's always good opportunities to heal. It's basically a nice easy time compared to how we had to deal with that pyramid. And yeah, there's also a washroom in here. There's a very good question as to why someone would be in that specific washroom. There's a whole bunch of enemies there now. There's a useful item at the dead end after you make quite a long walk. Useful indeed, another cup of life noodles. I feel the game slowing down a bit because there's too many sprites on the screen. Yeah, now we're supposed to go this way. Items that are easy to get to are usually disappointing. It's money. Fight. Mystical record. not really much of a threat at this point in the game. And we don't know who that was. It only gave us 6 EXP. I assume it was probably a worthless protoplasm. Oh, there's a snake in there. There's the 4 ropes. Don't be a slacker. If you work hard, you'll get good stuff. Couldn't agree more with the opinion of the left billboard. Nice. A super plush bear. Most of the enemies here should be afraid of us. I built a bulletin board without a message. Except that's the message. Some neat stuff up there. Grass is always greener on the other rope. I think they all say this. This is the rope we're supposed to climb up to progress, but we're going to climb up all of them. So there's items and other neat stuff there. Or just additional signs. Learn from your mistakes. Follow this and you're bound to be successful in EarthBound. No, I don't want to be a dungeon worker. Alright. The enemy should be slightly stronger up here. What's a dungeon? That is my eternal question. Actually, let me go this way first. Ah, here we go. Here's some aliens. Oh, 2 lesser mooks. We're strong enough for these guys now, so we have no worries. Just gonna make sure that PSI Shield Sigma is up. Even the bear gets a shield. Nice. Paul's now 56. Nice, $10. Put out a bulletin board, but it's probably unnecessary. A nice good night bench right out of the way. Oh yeah, so, some of the enemies that we fought in Moonside may also show up in this area. But they're usually out of the way, so we won't be touching them anytime soon. Inside the dungeon, flash photography is prohibited. You're standing right around my belly button. Oh boy. This music is one of my greatest accomplishments. There's an item at the dead end, but I have been known to be wrong occasionally. Sorry. We're fighting this time. Another lesser mook. It just simply didn't work. The shield didn't even block it. Smells like flowers here. If you can't smell it, your nose must be stuffy. I don't think I even want to imagine how smelly this dungeon is. It's nice pizza. It's tough, but it's also fun. Yeah, we're not taking that. We don't need a sudden gut spill. Soy caramel would be handy though. I'll get rid of this snake. One of these heals less. Here, Paula, drink this. Probably point out the help of the beef jerky. Recipe for making jerky. Obtain some type of meat, slice it into pieces about half an inch thick. Hang the pieces on a laundry line or something like it, and leave out in the sun for maybe 6 months. That's what my recipe says. And later on you'll find spicy jerky, where it's the same recipe except it adds a line where you add spices to it. And then later on you'll find something called luxury jerky, where it goes on about how it's like the caviar of the jerky world, and only the top connoisseurs of jerky eat it. And then it ends with the line saying, "I understand that they do not hang this kind of jerky off of a clothesline or the like." I'm gonna get rid of that pizza. Jeff can have the pizza for himself. There are lots of monsters up there, but don't stress out. He is right about a lot of monsters, except it's a zoo. There's a couple of mad ducks. There's some gruff goats. Slimy little piles. My towel. Support upstairs, it says that. Yeah, this will be the last floor. Good job, you finally made it. That face is mine, feel free to talk to it. Yeah, and there's a familiar looking face. We met this fella back in Winters when Jeff was heading south. Apparently he's now this entire dungeon now. He gives a full heal upon talking. He wants us to jump into a return hole, and he's going to join us for a little bit. IQ capsule. certain sense to give that to Ness. Oh, and then we get ambushed by enemies that we've already beaten. And it's this motley crew again. I guess it tastes good to adults. Yeah, definitely take the time to use the help feature on any items, because you can get some funny one-liners from reading the help dialogue. Quick call to the pops. Yeah, we just simply step outside, and Dungeon Man now joins us. He also participates in the battles. He can hit pretty hard and also do bear hugs, which can cause solidification. Yeah, just follows along like this. And you get a nice jazzy music along with it too. At this point in the game, it may be worth doing a little bit of grinding because of how heavy the how strong Dungeon Man is. But I think we did enough grinding with the Master Criminal Worms earlier, so we'll just walk around. There's a photo op here. Just give me a sec here. Just wanted to double check something quick. Fuzzy pickles. Oh, that's a lot of them. Man, he keeps whiffing. I like how that was a crit. 200 damage is what he should be doing to begin with. Jeff's now 55. I was trying to see if I could get the advantage. Oh, there goes the Super Plush Bear. This one's stuck. No, you can go into the pyramid. Yeah. Don't you know? Oh, he can totally fit. Don't come over here. Deal with one UFO, please. Nice. Okay. Yeah, let's go all out. Poor Jeff. S is now 61. He now knows Flash Gamma. I usually don't bother with Flash, but I'll show off what it does. Alpha can cause any of those, can mostly cause uncontrollable crying, but can also confuse. Beta can not only do what Alpha does, but there's also a chance for the target to become numb or completely die, like destroyed. Gamma has a slightly better chance of insta-killing an enemy, and then eventually there's the Omega level, which has an even higher chance of instantly killing an enemy. Yeah, that's right. Oh boy, a protein drink. Jeff can drink that right now. Alright. So when you feel that you're done with running around with Dungeon Man, you want to head down to these palm trees. Because sadly, he's too big to fit through them. There. We can get by. He's stuck there for the rest of the game. Regrettably. And over here we'll meet this this fellow we saw earlier. She'll tell us about Deep Darkness, and that's on the other side of the river. If we had a submarine, we'd be able to get there. Talk to Dungeon Man again, which then he reveals that he has one in his old vehicle collection. So now we gotta navigate this maze again. Just speed this up. Nice. Hull hit 57 and now knows PSI Thunder Gamma. Alright, time to go through this maze again. Oh, excuse me. It's the coffee. Nice. This time we got a pizza. Paul can have the pizza. Hope you remember which rope you need to climb up. Time for more aliens. More lesser mooks. There goes that one. Still not getting that Sun Guts pill. That's actually a tip there. You need to take the goodbye exit, not the return hole. This here's the hole that we jumped into earlier. Try to avoid it. We want to go to this one right here. There. Talisman ribbon. There's something that Paula can equip. Here we are at the... Oh. Set up a telephone line in the dungeon. I wonder if that's controversial. I think it's convenient. Whole vehicle collection. Nice. That was a group of 3 enemies. And we got a cookie out of it. Taxi with no engine. Beautiful, even though the thing doesn't run. Rusty bicycle. Rust is the perfect brake. And here's the instant revitalizing device. That's our full heal for the last step. Hey, Goxaro, thanks for cricket tuning in. I appreciate it. How you doing tonight? The yellow color is purely coincidental. Nice. Jeff's gonna fix up that submarine. Carry it out. And we're off to the deep darkness. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm just playing some EarthBound in the in-depth playthrough where I take the opportunity to explain things and explain boss battles and all that jazz. We're probably getting close to 1/2 of the trip to the 7th Sanctuary. Just now entered the deep darkness. There. And we are. First thing you'll notice is it's all dark. Can't see the tops of the trees for some reason. This monkey runs a free inn. Not necessary since we went through that revitalizing device, but can't turn down a monkey run in. And this here's a phone, even though it looks like a bird. Another thing you'll notice about the deep darkness is that when you get into this swamp here, you'll notice that there's some parts that are dark. Yeah, well, when you enter the dark stuff, you will take damage as you're walking through it. Not a huge amount of damage. I think it's like 1 or 2 points. Yeah, like about 2 points. But if you stay in there too long, then you can potentially get yourself in trouble. This arms dealer's an important fella. He sells a combat yo-yo, but don't bother with yo-yos, because again they lower your accuracy. But he does carry multi-bottle rockets, which are very handy at this point in the game. The rest of this stuff is meh. And we go up here. There's a bunch of monkeys and a person. This guy wants to learn how to teleport, so we'll show him how. Or at least he's going to practice. Ooh. Just smacked into that hill. There he goes. And then he's back. This gets us an item called the Monkey's Love, which is a permanent item that allows us to summon a monkey during a battle, except the monkey won't do much. It'll attack an enemy, but don't expect it to do a crazy amount of damage. That monkey mentioned something important. If you still don't have that hawk's eye that you found in the pyramid, then you're probably not going to get very far in deep darkness. This guy mentions the magic truffles. If you have the pig's nose, which you can again buy that in Scaraba. And this fella right here offers a shop and a healing service. So if you want to buy stuff from him, you select A. If you want to get healed, you select B. There's a couple of equipable items that we already got earlier, and a couple of healing items. We're gonna do some selling. I'll need this Kraken soup. Yeah, because we got a brain food lunch. That's better. Get rid of this wet towel. This lucky coin. We'll need to call Escargot Express about that key to the tower. And probably also transfer that monkey's love too. Instead of calling, we're just... Oh wait, who's not with us? Oh no, we can still use teleport alpha. We just gotta carve out a proper path for it. I'll teleport on it real quick. So when you have the ability to teleport, it's more convenient just to head back home and talk to Tracy to do your storage stuff. Even though it is a fair bit of walk from the drop-off point to your house. Eat some pie and scoot up to bed. Store that thing. And store this thing. Good for Ness. We're okay for Paula. I'm probably gonna get rid of that hungry HP sucker. We'll deposit that too. And we're good for all the rest. What do you got handy? That's the other question. Nothing. We're the bee's knees. Now, since we're here, how do we go buy that house? That house for $7,500. So that actually unlocks a photo opportunity. Oh, we totally get the money. It may still seem like a waste of money, but at this point in the game, money is not really much of an object. You're gonna watch you fall asleep? Fair enough, Gaxro. That's alright. You never played this game? Ooh, well, I'll tell you that I'm probably well past halfway into this game. So, prepared to be sufficiently spoiled. Yeah, we're good. Here's our photo op. Fuzzy Pickles. So yeah, here's our beautiful new house. As you can see, the bed is in pristine condition. The couch looks like it just came off the showroom floor. The carpet looks like it was perfectly weaved. We got this beautiful ocean view. And if you look in here, you'll find an old magazine. My Secret Life, Chapter 3, story from the previous chapter. I was neither a murder suspect nor a target for an international spy organization, but I drove a car down the Jersey Turnpike at 80 miles per hour. A police officer pulled me over and asked me for a driver's license. He said I was going 20 miles per hour over the speed limit. I instantly pointed to my wife and said, "I'm in a hurry, my wife is in labor." Fortunately, my wife actually had a big stomach. I hoped he'd let me go with this excuse. "Oh, since it's an emergency, I'll lead you to the hospital with my police car," he said. "No, it's not necessary." "Why not?" asked the officer. Well, let's get going," said the officer. No, we can't. This baby is a demon child." Dun dun. Yeah, I never got that. It's got to be some sort of reference or to something or other. Oh, nice. Good. That may be the best choice. Yeah, look at that ocean view. That's beautiful. We had to knock out an entire wall for it. And this guy just chills. He just walks around in front of the house for the rest of the game. Alright, let's head back to the deep darkness. You'll notice that the doctor for the healing thing is chilling right here. He doesn't say much. And one thing to point out about this guy is that if you do choose the healing and you don't have the money for it, the guy will front you for it. Like he'll still give you the heals, but you'll be on a tab of sorts. And at the end of the game, your father pays off that tab. Alright. Everyone should be in, well, save for Ness. He's lost 2 PP because of the teleport. But we're good on that. Did I free up enough space in Jeff's inventory? I totally did. Let's go ahead and splurge on another multi-bottle rocket. I do recommend carrying probably at least 2 of these throughout the rest of the game. Alright, let's go explore the deep darkness. One tip I can suggest about the dark-colored swamp areas: try to find the path where you're spending less time in it, so that way you don't take too much damage. Here's a banana. Someone can eat that right now. You'll notice at this point it's starting to get a little dark. Once you get into the dark stuff, simply fire up whoever's got the Hawkeye, use, and there you go. This uses up the Hawkeye, so you no longer have it in the inventory. There's a couple enemies. Zappials. These guys do crashing boom bang attacks, so if you still got the Franklin badge on Paula, don't gotta worry about her. They're also not particularly strong HP-wise. Oof. It didn't hit Paula. Oh, there goes Jeff. Maybe we should put the badge on Jeff. Maybe. Nah, he's good. Just a quick life up beta. And... oh, that was Paula. Whoops. There we go. You'll notice this guy here. He's actually a cash dispenser man. How he works is that if you want to withdraw cash, he will charge a handling fee, which is the same amount as the withdrawal. I actually forget how that works, because I never really bother with this guy. But we'll give him a try just to see what it's like. We'll withdraw 200. Okay, I see how it works. You still get the money; it just gets deducted from your actual account. Okay, no, yeah, that's that. Okay, so that's how it works. Basically, you're losing double your money by withdrawing from this guy. So if you ask for 200, he'll take out 400 and keep 200 of it. That sort of thing. Probably better just to use PSI teleport and go find an ATM. Yeah, so the Deep Darkness is definitely a maze of sorts, a swampy maze. These brown patches are good spots to walk on. And we see a crocodile. Stronger version than the hard crocodile. Yeah. Actually, probably want to get rid of the hard crocodile first, because he does hit pretty hard. Which all the eel's gonna do is shoot electricity. Daddy is hard indeed. Damn straight. It's always satisfying for that Franklin badge to reflect the electricity. Paula needs heals. Again, the damage you take from the swamp is minimal, but you don't want to spend too much time in it. Oh, there's a familiar looking sight down there. All I do is to avoid the eel. I'm already sick of fighting these zap eels. Love it when that happens too. When the electric attack hit both bolts hit whoever's holding the Franklin badge. I think there's a little, yeah, there's a little spot right here. There's a photo op here. Oh. Pit bull slugs. Slightly stronger versions of the attack slugs. You don't have to worry too much about these fellas. There. Yeah, photo op. Fuzzy pickles. Queek. Village tenders comes nobody, far it's because. There's another IQ capsule. I'll just go ahead and let Ness have that. That boy ain't smart. There's a familiar looking face over there too. Downward. It's a pit bull slug. Just one of them. And up here you'll see a demonic petunia, I believe he's called. Yeah. This guy, I'm pretty certain, has PSI fire, so it doesn't hurt to put up a PSI shield Sigma. There's an animated tree up there. Oh, got the advantage. The hostile elder oak. Stronger version of the territorial oak, and just like the territorial oak, this guy bursts into flames when you defeat him. He also keeps trying the Brain Shock Alpha. Yep. No different back at the Peaceful Rest Valley, just more HP. Actually, let's start using some of these food items. So I got like beef jerky going on here. Actually, that was about it. You can expect this familiar looking helicopter, which Jeff just reveals that it's completely broken. Because there's no engine. So it's obviously Pokey was here and sadly that helicopter crashed. So he's somewhere in the vicinity. Souvenir coin. Someone can equip that to replace their lucky coin. There's some more pit bull slugs. Nice. NASA's now 62. Paula's 58. Geez, Paula hasn't learned anything new as of late, hasn't she? Yeah, there's nothing up there. Let's hope to not get by him. Ooh, starts off with a nice smash. There we go. There's some delicious rock candy. We're gonna hold on to that for a while. Oh, what do we got here? A manly fish and an even slimier little pile. Yeah, let's do that. 9 damage to the fish. That's great. I'm gonna get rid of that pile first. I like how that spear did 1 damage to Ness, but 20 to Paula. Alright, there's a familiar looking face down here. It's not Master Belch, though. It's a big pile of puke. Same sprite, just different color. Just smashed it. Just smashed that pile of puke. It's all over the place now. Now we're coming up to this. Lay down a life up elf on everyone? Yeah, everyone. You may have forgotten, but burp. I'm the return of Belch. It's Belch. He's trained more and has returned much stronger. He's also changed his name to Barf, I believe. Don't you think that's an incredibly masculine taunt to throw at you? No. There you go, Master Barf. A stronger version of Master Belch. Fight is really no different, aside from the fact that you don't have any fly honey, so there's that. In previous playthroughs, whenever I played this casually or outside, I usually just go with a multi-bottle rocket, and that ends the fight right then and there. That does enough damage to Barf to pretty much finish the fight. But for the sake of this playthrough, I will go through an actual fight. I just forgot if he's weak to freeze or fire. Oh, continuous attack. Oh, nice. We went bat. Yeah, he always leaves behind a Casey bat, which is a very good weapon for Ness, but it has a terrible downside to it. I'll explain it at the end of the battle. So let's try freeze then. Fire Gamma didn't do a good amount of damage. Oh. Just signed up a slimier little pile. Yeah, that's not what I want. That didn't work on Master Belch, or Barf. Oh, he summoned another one. Oh, and there we go. Upon Barf losing all his HP, Pooh suddenly comes back and tries out his new PSI power. which then kills off Barf. And that's it. So there we go. Now Pooh has rejoined us. And then Ness's dad calls us. He'll be at whatever level that he left us at. And the difference is that he now has this lovely little ability. It's a bit costly, but it's pretty good. It kind of rivals Ness's PK or PSI Rockin', so. So this little stretch of swamp's a nice little rest area. Another manly fish. Nice bit of jerky. So yeah, upon defeating Master Barf, get this, a Casey bat. Can't help but swing this bat with all your might. There's a good chance that you may just whiff. It's Ness's strongest weapon in the game, but it also greatly lowers his accuracy, so he won't hit as often as he should. I personally do not recommend equipping this item at all. There's actually a much better item out there, but it's hard to obtain. Let's get rid of that guy first. We'll tell Pooh to do his Starstorm again. Perfect. Paul is 59. And there, we're now at the tail end of the deep darkness. Just gotta pray that this hostile elder oak doesn't attack us. There. We just head in this cave. We're now in the Tenda village, which is full of these little green guys who are sadly shy. This guy here is their leader, which he heard that there's a rumor to fix shyness, but he doesn't know. This guy's not shy, but he runs an inn, a much needed inn. Because you're probably still drained from fighting Master Belch or Barf. Down here you can find some junk, weird junk. This has a Death Ray, which is a nice equipable item for Jeff. And then there's a phone, so you can call up the Pops for a save. Oh, Ness is about to hit a level. Not that he needs any. Here you'll see a hot spring. Good all over. Yeah, this will cure whatever the inn won't. And this here's an item shop, but he's shy, so he won't sell you anything. There's only one Tenda who's not shy. It's me, Bubby. You know what? Something scary that comes from the underground, so we covered up the hole. Lots of dinosaurs there. I went there once, but I came right back because I was so surprised. There's a talking stone that talks a lot. Do you want to go and see? I understand, but I'm not as strong as I look. I'm sorry, I guess I can't help you. The guy next to me is strong, but he lacks conversation skills. He needs to overcome his shyness first. So it looks like we're going to have to track down this book that cures shyness. So that way these Tenda can help us out. So all we can do now is just step outside. Which then we should get a phone call from the Apple Kid. He's apparently in Dr. Donut's lab in Winters. The doctor doesn't seem to be around though. He's working on an eraser machine. Oh. Looks like something happened to the Apple Kid. And then if you invested in the orange... Well, actually, no, I don't think it matters if you invested in Orange Kid or not, but he'll follow up a call. Which he says they're making progress on changing a boiled egg back to a raw egg, but then asks where the hell Apple Kid is. Which then turns out that he had the book Overcoming Shyness. Guess we better head down to Winters and see what's up. Now that Pooh's back, we can use PSI Teleport Beta. Here's Maxwell Labs, who reveals that Tony is apparently missing. Here's the bubble monkey's wife. Got this good old shop again. These weapons and the equips it provides are crap. and there are better healing items in the picnic lunch. That's a good place to do a quick save and all that. Oh, excuse me. Before we do continue, though, I'm going to teleport to on it. Get some inventory sorted. Because that Casey bat can't be sold, so we're going to have to dump that in S-Cargo Express. So we'll just head back home and talk to Tracy. Because I don't feel like spending $18. Of course, you're free to call them up from the nearest phone and do your business that way. I just find it, I wouldn't say efficient. Well, I'd say it half efficient. Our stats. Oh. Pooh could use some regeneration of his PP. Oh, excuse me. I do apologize for the burping. It's just the stomach digesting the pizza I had earlier today. Alright. Lucky coin we can sell. Let's store that rock candy. Get rid of that. We also can't sell that spectrum beam. At least I'm pretty sure we can, but we're gonna store it anyway. Oh, and Pooh's got some inventory space that can be used. So giving back that brainstone. Normally I keep that with Paula, but doesn't hurt for him to have it either, since he also knows a variety of healing PSI, so that could be helpful. One of these brain food lunches. Oh no, you can share one. Jeff's good. If you haven't guessed by this point in the game, the inventory system in this game is pretty terrible. Well, good. It's literally the most non-fun part of this game. Oops. He attacked a spiteful crow. Oh boy, a free cookie. Let's go here and sell that lucky coin. What else can we sell? I think we're good. So use this time to deposit some of our money. Alright, let's head back to Winters. The bubblegum is sold out. Alright, so now we're just gonna head south, just like we did as Jeff. Except this time there's new enemies all over the place. Such as those lesser mooks that we fought in the Dungeon Man and the Whirling Robo. Let's actually aim for that lesser mook first. Because with 4 people in the party, those lesser mooks aren't much of a threat. Those 2 fellas in this tent are still here. And they'll offer tea, so it's a good healing spot. And here's the Tessie watching club all over again. Talking to them reveals that one of their own's been kidnapped. foe. It emerged from the lake and flew towards Stonehenge. It kidnapped one of my friends along the way. If you need to heal this tent, there's still a guy in there that offers stew. But we just have to talk to the bubble monkey, who has some chewing gum. Which then he immediately triggers the whole Tessie riding sequence again. And there we go. More aliens to beat up. Good opener. See if we can get an advantage on this guy. Yeah, nice. So this spot should look familiar. There's supposed to be a pencil statue right there, but we erased it earlier. In the event that there is still a pencil statue there in your playthrough, then you will have to go through the brick road maze again, which isn't problematic. It'll just eat up some time. Who's confused? Oh, nice. The whirling robo has the neutralizer. And now we gotta go through the rainy cave again. Might be difficult to avoid the enemies here, but you should be able to insta-kill them at this point. These guys are no different than when we came to get the 4th Sanctuary. Just an okay amount of EXP, maybe? No. Don't even bother with them, even for the EXP. But if you do happen to be in the need of some heals, it doesn't hurt to stop in and visit the Rainy Circle itself. Since all the sanctuaries that you've liberated will give you a full heal when you visit. Alright, there we go. Now we are in Stonehenge. Again, the Mighty Bear 7s will still attack you, but the Cave Boys will leave you alone. I'll check out the lab first. There we'll find Apple Kid's mouse. There, we now have the eraser machine. Way to go. You'll see that this cave boy's still chilling. He's got new inventory this time, where he's not really selling much. Double burgers, probably. Double burger and picnic lunches, but sadly what he was selling earlier was much better. There's the revitalization device again. Time to do another save. Now we're gonna finally go into this hole. There's a photo op around here. You may have visited this earlier as Jeff and couldn't get past the eraser. Well, now we can. Fuzzy Pickles. So to use the eraser that we just got. And there goes that iron statue. And what we're going to do right now is backtrack and head back to the phone and deposit this eraser Test Cargo Express, because sadly that's the only eraser statue in the game. So this eraser is completely useless now. What else do we need? We can deposit. Yeah, we're good. Now we'll head back in, do a quick save. So that way we have a save for when the statue disappeared. Alright. Let's go explore the Stonehenge base. So we need to rescue Apple Kid and Doctor and Donuts and everyone else who's been kidnapped by them. You'll mostly be fighting alien enemies in here. There's some robots in there, so if you happen to actually have any Rust Promoter DXs, they can be useful at this point. And this is also where you'll meet the Starmen. First off, we're going to deal with a Mook Senior. He's a bit stronger than the lesser Mooks. That is, if Paula doesn't smash him first. But they spam PSI abilities, no different than the lesser Mooks, so you definitely want to put up a PSI Shield Sigma if you're not feeling confident. There's a Starman right there. They like to teleport. They like to teleport behind you. They do know some PSI attacks, but mostly life up. they'll also fire beams and be on guards. Be on guard, I mean. When they're on guard, they have a slight defense boost. It's similar to the defend command that the party can use. If you're quick, it's really easy to get the advantage on them. But yeah, this base is a bit of a maze, and there are some items along some paths. There's some spicy jerky. Season the pieces as much as possible. For 8 months. Two extra months for the spicy jerky. That just leads to another door that we didn't go through. Yeah, you stay right there, Mr. Starman. Oh good, hit Paula. Paula's got that rain pendant on, so she won't take as much damage from freeze attacks. I was expecting him to get behind us. Nice. Yeah, who's 54? Yeah, this stretch right here, I think this is where a magic butterfly is more likely to show up. Don't count on it though. Jeff is now 58. Here's a new guy, the atomic power robot. This guy will fire a beam, but most of the time he'll replenish a fuel supply, which is a full heal to a random target on his side. So he can be annoying. And like the territorial oak, if you defeat him, he will explode, which will do heavy damage to everyone. I usually prefer just to run away from these guys. As you can see, that's literally all it does. It just sits around and heals. Sometimes it will attack. Oh, there's a guts capsule. Who's got the lousiest guts in the group? Let's go to Pooh. Who could use some guts? Now, if you get paired up in a situation like this, it's usually best just to attack the actual threat and then run away. Hit Paula. Damn it. Let's see if we can run away before Pooh dies. There we go. Which, one thing to note about running away from enemies, if you defeat any enemies and run away, you won't get any EXP, but you will get money. At least I'm pretty sure you'll get money. Now in this matchup, you definitely want to whip out the PSI Shield Sigma. save state there, because I'm afraid I'm going to load the save state, which then we'd have to redo everything. Here's where we'll run into Starmen en masse. Oh boy, 2 of them. Nice. Heavy bazooka. Putting in that work. Love them smashes. Paul's now 60. And now knows PSI Shield Omega, which is similar to PSI Shield Sigma, except it puts up a power shield on everyone. Psychic power shield, where it will reflect PSI attacks. It's pretty costly though. Good thing he didn't do that to the Starman. Let's go ahead and beat up an atomic power robot. It can be difficult because of the fact that it's going to constantly replenish its fuel supply, but a good smash usually does it. Games Ideas Maker, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. How you doing tonight? I'm pretty good. Just crawling through the Stonehenge base of EarthBound. Beating up Starmen. Yeah, this part. Oh nice, Pooh now knows PSI Thunder Omega, which drops 4 Thunderbolts. Now he has a shield of light on him. Now he doesn't have a shield on him. Nice. Jeff is now 59. Alrighty. Now for a nice little explanation of a fun part. How to start. Okay, at this point in the game, most of the enemies in EarthBound have a 1 in 128 chance to drop an item. And some of the best equipment in the game are some of those items. At this very point in the game, we have the possibility of getting Pooh's best and only weapon in the game, the Sword of Kings. It drops from an enemy called the Starman Super at a 1 in 128 chance. It can potentially take hours to get this weapon. If this is your first playthrough of EarthBound, I wouldn't worry too much about it, but if you want Pooh to actually do some respectable damage further along in the game, then I do suggest you take the time to see if you can at least get this item. The rest of the equips that are locked behind this drop rate, they're passable. They'll make the game a little easier, but you can beat the game without them. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm going to attempt to do here. Do save state here. If you're playing this on an emulator, then you do have the fast forward feature on most emulators, which will probably help lessen the grind. But if you're playing this on real hardware, I recommend putting aside a couple of hours if you're willing. And there are some tactics to getting this sword. First, being stronger than the Starman Super helps. Which there's the way you can tell. If you're getting 7,537 EXP, you just defeated a Starman Super. But if you end up getting into a fight with one, like a head-on fight, then the first thing to do, a harmonica is for Jeff. That's actually his next weapon. If you do get into a head-on fight with a Starman Super, you want Jeff to do the spy command, because then he'll spy the Starman Super, and if it happens to be the enemy that has the Sword of Kings, Jeff will immediately find that item and then put it to his inventory, which can save you having to fight them. And then basically it's just going back and forth among this entire place to get the Starman Supers to spawn. You'll also run into basic Starmen and also the Atomic Power Robot, which I actually have a tip with him too. In case you need healing, just have Pooh mirror the Atomic Power Robot, and then just defend your turns until Pooh fully heals everyone, because he's going to. That was a misclick. But yeah, that's a tip you can do if you need it. If you need healing at this point of the dungeon. Yeah, now if you get this matchup, I recommend everyone defend. Jeff spies him. He didn't have the present, so then just run away. Just don't even bother. Well, you should at least bother to beat up the Starman Super, so that way you can actually run away. Thankfully, the Starman Super isn't as strong as the Starman, but they have access to healing Gamma. So if you end up killing one of their teammates, they may end up using that to bring them back. Accidentally turned on auto. let's do that healing trick. Yeah, just a heads up, I am going to be using the fast forward feature of the emulator I'm running. So we just speed this up a little bit. There, we should be good. Paul's poo at least has replenished the fuel supplies once. And so far we don't seem to be having much luck. Of course, we're not going to get the sword like in the first 5 encounters. As I said, this could potentially take hours. You could luck out and get in like your 10th encounter of the Starman Super, but it could also take like 2-3 hours just to get the item. Oh, this one likes to attack. Now, if you manage to single out Starman Super, just bash him. Just physical attacks. Don't worry about the spy, because you'll beat him up quick enough anyway. Yeah, he didn't drop it either. You're also welcome to go down a level and try grinding on the enemies down here too. I just find that the upper area is a little better. Yeah, now for this matchup, I wouldn't bother with the spy command. Just beat the both of them up. Paula 61, and that didn't drop the present. The present would be picked up before any level ups. Oh, I was hoping you guys wouldn't even join. Oh, but this is a good matchup. We can just run away. Straight up run away. This guy should be a Starman Super. That one was just a regular Starman. 65. It's just a regular Starman. Yeah, but what? Yeah, and I probably should have added this before, but another reason why you should probably bother to get the Sword of Kings is that once we defeat the boss at the Stonehenge base, no more enemy spawns are in this area. So the Sword of Kings is missable, while the rest of the 1 out of 128, I think only one other weapon is missable. Or no. It's just the Starman, or the Sword of Kings. Oh dear. Damn it. Oh, had to be a big group again, didn't it? Yeah, there we go. Healing Omega. He just did that. Probably would make sense to get rid of the Starman Super first because of that. Just took a sudden guts pill. Shame that didn't help him. Alright, let's do this properly. No, Pooh, you're supposed to be healing, not shooting beams. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's heal Paul with some food. Should still have a beef jerky kicking around. There we go. That was a basic one. Still a basic one. Oh, there we go, because there was one hiding behind him. Of course he'd call for help. That might be an advantage. Steal it back. Jeff's now 60. Oh. Well, at least it was just a basic start, man. We can run away from them. Oh. Of course, another one spawns. Helped if he wasn't on guard that turn. There. second here. Just want to look up something.
After a quick read, I might consider actually passing up the Sword of Kings. Let's give it another. Let's keep at it for 15 minutes. So let's go back to that section at the top. Ball 62. Yeah, one upside about this, about trying to grind for the Sword of Kings, is that you gain a good amount of EXP. It's a decent grind. This is a little fucking crazy right now. Or actually, no. I don't know what I'm doing. Just knowing that this was a head-on fight makes it a pain. Give Paul some of that fuel.
PSI Flash Omega. No, now we have to beat that atomic power robot. I'm not gonna try to take too long doing this. Like 7 more minutes. If I don't get it by 7 minutes, then I'll move on. Because it is. I said earlier that it was important to have on Pooh, but after doing a quick Google search, there's debate that it's not worth the time because Pooh's more focused about his PSI abilities than actual physical attacking. So you don't have to get Sword of Kings if you care to. probably personal preference. Okay, good. I managed to single him out. Oh, still no short of kings. Nice. PSI Fire Omega. I just felt like beating him up. So now 68. Java 63. 3 more minutes. Who's now 60? Jeez, all she gained from that was HP. More minutes. Of course, we've been out there. This is now 69. Before the cube showed up. It's now 64. Definitely not having much luck. The 2 minutes are up. It's to be expected due to the drop weight. It's like 1 out of 128 translates to 0.7%. I've caught shiny Pokemon easier than this. I actually had one playthrough years ago where I actually managed to get two Swords of Kings. It was kind of nice. Can't sell the Sword of Kings. I really do want to get the sword, but I know this is probably now the most boring part of the playthrough, so I just say screw it for once. Huh. Where did that come from? Just give me a sec here. Oh, that's cute. We got the Atomic Power Robots gift. Not the Starmian Supers. That's where the super bomb came from. Well, at least it was just the atomic robot. NASA's now 70, and now knows life up Omega. Yeah, now he can fully revive people. It's now 65. Yeah, I said I was gonna move on. Just really want the Sword of Kings. This would be nice for this playthrough. Okay. I think we'll make this the last pass through, and then I'll move on. To heck with the Sword of Kings. We'll pass on the Sword of Kings. Don't really got time for that unless I want to do some off-screen grinding, but then I'll bring the playthrough to a halt. So anyway, we'll move on. There's a room that's got some exit mice. I'll actually take one of them. And we're in the last stretch of this base. Yeah, here we got some military Octobots. They're a little more likely to steal stuff from the inventories. That's a lot of oomph for beam. Let's do our little healing trick. Oh, Ness is homesick. That's understandable. All right. The surprise opening attack, we'll just run away. Paul is now 68. Pixie's bracelet. That's a nice little equip. There's a speed capsule. Could use that. I think Ness could use it. Yeah, we'll get that item on the way back. Oh, so here's all the people that got captured. You can talk to them while they're in the things, tubes. KO, can breathe. Oh no. Can't talk to any donuts because he's all the way up there. See Sebastian there. And you see a hippie and fella here. And there's that. No, I think we're okay. This fight's not going to be too problematic anyway. Going here, there's the mastermind of the base. Much stronger than our intelligence indicated. We were not prepared for that eventuality. Prophecy from the Apple Enlightenment may be true, but you must not underestimate us. Starman Deluxe. Pretty certain he has a shield on him, doesn't he? And he does know some side power, so we're gonna do that. Actually, we're gonna do that later. Everyone defend. Jeff's gonna do a neutralizer. Just in case. Now we can wail on anything. We're actually going to go ahead and use one of our multi-bottle rockets on him. GG. That's how good them multi-bottle rockets are. There. The base ceased functioning. And now everyone's free from those tubes. Now we got a Saturn ribbon. There's the guy that we were rescuing. The Apple Kid. Apparently there was a 7% chance that we'd rescue him. Hey Reno, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. How you doing tonight? Oh. He returned the book to the On-It library. We went through all that. So now, and Donuts is determined to get this phase disorder started. There's Tony. This guy was merely just tending to his cow. And he's just there. You won't get this item here. All the enemy spawns are gone now. So now we'll never get that Sword of Kings. Oh well. I'm pretty good. What happened that's made you feel annoyed? Day not going well? Broken trumpet. That is something Jeff can have. Oh, he already has it. Good. That becomes the defense shower, which is a handy little tool that he can repair. Anyway, we're done here, so we'll use that exit mouse from earlier. There. After a quick rest at inside the revitalization device, someone or people broke into your car and someone else's car and stole. Oh, that's a shame. Sorry to hear that. And all that just for cigarettes too. Sell anything to him? Nope. He doesn't want to sell things. And the revitalization device cures homesickness, apparently. $96,000. Oh, we don't have to worry about money for a while. The alarms didn't go off, nothing was broken. Ooh. Were the cars unlocked? Alright, we're done here, so now we're gonna head back to On It and check out that book. Got in somehow. Must have did something to the locks then, or maybe they found something. Yeah, that's all I can think of. All right, so for this book, we just gotta look at these bookcases until we eventually find it. There it is. Indeed they will. There, now that we have that book, let's look at the inventory real quick. Paul's got a couple things that she can sell. Nice. We are golden. Alright, let's head back to the Tenda village. Which, thankfully, is actually a location we can teleport to. Simply head over to the chief.
And hand him the Shyness book. There we go. In exchange, he gives us some tenda kraut. It stinks, but it tastes wonderful. And then at this point, we get a photo op. Fuzzy pickles. And also, the game will ask you to confirm your name that you gave to Tony back in Summers. Which then you have the opportunity to change it. But I'm good with what I've got, so... Yes, absolutely certain. In addition, when you talk to the chief again, he'll give you a bag of Dragonite, which could be handy. And now all the Tenda are capable of actually talking, so they say some things. Be sure to keep in mind that this guy offers a free stay in the hole. If I want to take advantage of it, since Jeff has 2 things to repair. There's that trumpet. You know, have the defense shower. Give me a sec here. Oh, Jeff's got the IQ for it. He needs 55 IQ to repair the broken harmonica that we found in there. So we're going to take the time to actually get him to make that, since that's his second best weapon in the game. There it is. The baddest beam. His best weapon is known as the Gaia Beam, which can be repaired from a broken antenna, but the broken antenna is one of the 101 in and out of 128 items. But Jeff's more powerful with his tools than with his weapon, so we won't worry about it. Now about that shop, this guy actually runs a really funny shop. He likes the Horn of Life. If we give him a Horn of Life, he'll give us these items in order. So among them are, well, the first 3 are junk, and are not worth a Horn of Life. Spicy Jerky is okay, Bag of Dragonite's kind of worth it, Talisman Coin is a nice equipable item, and the Hall of Fame Bat is a decent weapon for Ness at this point. But that means you have to buy 7 Horns of Life, which come at a cost of $1,750. So if you have the money in the inventory space, it's possible to do all this, but I don't know. It's up to you. Up to the player. I could probably do it myself, because I do have 1 Horn of Life on Paula. And I could probably go back to Saturn Valley and buy the other 6. We got a cup of life noodles up the yin yang anyway, so I don't even need Horns of Life. I'm actually not happy because it's a plain roll.
Oh, the first gen? Well, that sounds cool. If you talk to this guy next to the rock... There. We're gonna go down there for progress, but I'm actually gonna bother to do that Horn of Life thing. So we mine that talisman coin. Someone can equip that. Just gonna buy 6 of them. So I already gave 1 anyway. And I got money anyway, like all this money. Purposely did that. There, that should be more than enough. 1,780. Okay, I was off by 30. I only recommend doing this if you actually have the money. Which, if you did bother to grind for the Sword of Kings, then you should have plenty of money. There. There's apparently no ATM there. Way too many cup of life noodles. Get rid of these plain items. Jeff can probably equip that talisman coin, since Ness picked up a souvenir one, and Jeff's still struggling with this lucky one. There we go, now we just need one more for that Hall of Fame bat. Which we will happily give Pooh one of our cups of life noodles.
exchange for that bat. Whole 8 points of offense. That store's now closed. Yeah, I did. You something about the about a Pokemon tournament with Elite Fours and gym leaders from older Pokemon games. That's pretty cool. Is there something wrong with the mic? No, I'm good. Sell off some of the stuff that we have. Playing as those characters. Oh, that's cool. Nice. So they're getting right into it. They're not just assembling a team based on said E4 or gym leader. They're actually like assuming the entire role. That's nice. Good of them to go all the way like that. I'll get rid of both those bags of Dragonite. I need the inventory space more than I need bags of Dragonite. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's nice of him to go that far, to actually assume the role of the character and play out that character. Unless I'm reading it wrong, then I apologize if I am. Good on that. Lucky coin, don't need that. Okay, good. What else do we... Oh, we can sell that. I think we can sell the Death Ray. We can sell the Death Ray. Good. No, I don't want any of your stuff. Your stuff is old. Your stuff was nice at the beginning of the game. Let's get rid of this. We're probably never going to touch that ever again. Now we're going to go back to the deep darkness and buy a multi-bottle rocket. We good. Now we'll head back to the Tenda village. And yes, we're going to teleport over there because we're not crossing the entirety of the deep darkness again. Before we press on, we're going to talk to this fella. Because like the Mr. Saturn by the tree stump back in Saturn Valley, this guy will offer coffee, and it'll trigger a cutscene. Or he'll offer tea. Like a great tapestry, vertical and horizontal threads have met and become intertwined, creating a huge, beautiful image. The background might look a little familiar if you're seeing the stream. You may have cursed this never-ending journey. You have known injury and defeat, but you have struggled on to reach this place. Your inborn intelligence and courage has helped bring you here. You have believed in your friends, and as a group you have supported each other.
Have you ever stopped to consider how much your power has grown? Now you can fell enemies in Onit and Tucson with one blow. As you certainly know, you cannot turn back. Giagos, the archfiend of the universe, is growing frightened of you and your power. He is searching for ways to end your journey. From here, the challenge grows and your adventure will take you beyond anything you ever imagined. You are drawing near to Giagos. Remember, when you are suffering hardships, your enemy is also struggling. By the way, do you know where Pokey went? When this cup of tea is finished, your adventure will continue. Your destiny pulls you in the right direction. Believe in yourself and press forward. Ness, Paula, Jeff, Pooh. I wish you luck. There we go. Just give me a sec to look at something real quick. Okay, cool. We have Alright, let's finally move on. Just head down this hole. Down here we'll see a rock that's got a face on it. We can actually talk to this guy. Good evening, I'm a talking rock. The rocks around here don't talk too much. The rock that talks the most is deep down in the labyrinth for ways ahead, in the lost underworld. Don't forget to talk to that rock, it's important. If we go into this cave, we'll then enter a dungeon that will lead to the seventh Sanctuary. Let's go exploring. First up, we got stronger versions of the Foppies. These guys are called the Thobbies. They're really no different. They're just as weak, but they give a lot more EXP. Oh, I don't want you to hit that one. I want you to hit this one so that way the splash hits the other two. Ness is 72. Jeff is 67. And that's good. Yeah. The enemies on the top floor are usually just Foppies and hyper spinning robos, but on the bottom floor we'll run into some more feistier enemies. Like this uncontrollable sphere and the conductive spirit, I think it's called. Conducting spirit. Like the smiling sphere back in the Dusty Dunes desert, this guy will blow up if he loses all his HP. He also uses side power, so let's whip out side shield Sigma. We got the advantage on this, so should be good. I want to focus on the spirit first. And I'll get rid of the sphere. And this uncontrollable sphere,
he has a 1 in 128% chance, or 128th chance to drop a broken antenna, which then can be rebuilt into Jeff's best weapon. Pooh 64. Super bomb and a toppable rock. Doesn't say much though. There's some talking rocks scattered about this entire dungeon, and they don't really say anything all that important. Try to speed up these battles a little bit. Paula is now 69. The meme number. I think we can drop down here safely. No, we can't. This is an area that we've already been in. I'm fond of both types of floor. Ooh, that's a nice smash. Alright, let's try that again. We want to go down. We want to go down the ladder, not the hole. Oh, too many fobbies. No, we don't want to go that crazy. Getting into him a lot lately. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm down for lore discussion. Oh, nice. Psy caramel. Now 73, Pooh's now 65. Everyone's getting way too strong. Can't get into Zelda, but you love the lore. Yeah, that's understandable. It'd be wise to put up a shield against these guys. Nice. An IQ capsule. Give it to Ness. I give it to Jeff, but his IQ is now high enough to repair everything, so he doesn't need any more IQ.
a Diadem of Kings, one of Pooh's equipables. I believe this one goes on his other. Yeah. Increases his defense, and that's about it. Talking about the house you can get in Zelda Breath of the Wild, talked about if it was actually this house or not. Oh, okay. There's a hyper spinning robo. Oh, he's got a power shield on him now. Yeah, I know in Breath of the Wild you can get a house. I do remember in my playthrough that I streamed, I actually did get that house all upgraded and whatnot. Alright, let's continue on. Definitely want to try to get that Diadem of Kings, since Pooh will need the protection. Pretty straightforward maze. It's more like the beaten paths where you can find some stuff. Get this luck capsule. What we got here? Who's the least luckiest person here? Poor Jeff's the least luckiest. He's getting that luck capsule. Thanks for talking to me. You're welcome. Some delicious rock candy. Let's beat up this guy. For all we know, this could be the one that drops the broken tin. Actually, Paula needs to do that. Alright, this has Life Up Omega now. This does 300 HP to everyone. So it's very useful. So give him that to offset the cost. Jeff's now 69. Another Psy Caramel. This is now 74. Pooh's now 66. There's another Cup of Life Noodles. This is the Earth's belly button. Ooh, luxury jerky. This is what I was mentioning earlier. gourmet version of jerky that is considered a delicacy. It is created by a skillful artisan who's been making jerky for over 60 years. Jerky fans consider this the caviar of all jerkies. I understand that they don't dry gourmet jerky on a laundry line. Good healing item. Bottle of DX water. Who can use that? That's the ladder we climbed up earlier. Pulse now 71. Rabbit's foot. We'll let Jeff equip that. Oh, right, yeah. It greatly increases luck, but it lowers defense. Okay, maybe not. We'll keep it, though. And there it is. The guardian of the next sanctuary. So everyone's HP. Ness and Pooh could use a boost. Not that big of a boost. Alright. The 7th year sanctuary location. The Electro Spectre. This guy starts off with a I think a psychic power shield. So I recommend I'll put up that. Or no. Everyone defend, Jeff neutralize. It likes to do an electric shock attack, so the Franklin badge is helpful. There. And a multi-bottle rocket doesn't hurt either. Oh, pretty. There we go. There goes the Electro Spectre. All thanks to that multi-bottle rocket. Jeff's now 70, and Pooh's now 67. just walk over here, and drop down this hole, and we're now in the 7th Sanctuary itself, known as the Lumine Hall. I'm Ness. It's been a long road getting here. Soon I'll be. What will happen to us? What's happening? My thoughts are being written out on the wall. Or are they? Ness saw a vision of his father holding him. The Soundstone recorded the melody of Lumine Hall. One more sanctuary to go. You may realize we dropped down a hole, so there's no way to get out. This is where we dropped. So how do we get out of here? Well, if you keep going in this direction, you'll eventually find another hole. And if we drop down that... we're now in the Lost Underworld. And we're shrunk down. This is pretty much the final area of the game. There are items to get it strewn them out, and there's only 3 enemies to deal with here. There's 2 types of dinosaurs and a giant rock with a face, called the Ego Orb. One of the dinosaurs, the Chomposaur, which is the purple one, has a 128 chance to drop the best weapon for Paula. That'd be him right there, a Chomposaur. I think he starts with a power shield of sorts. I'm pretty sure he's weak to freeze. Yeah, he's got a physical power shield on him. He also knows some PSI attacks. 75, and now knows Psi Rockin' Omega, which costs a whopping 94 PP. It also does a considerable amount of damage to all enemies. There's the other dinosaur. There's two of them. They're called a Wetnosaur. And this one wants to fight. He's weak to fire. There we go. In case of danger, evacuate here. Those green dots you see there are Tenda. Yeah, there's a foam right here in case you want to save or something. And this is what happens in the Lost Underworld every so often. An earthquake, which then causes hot springs nearby to erupt. There's blue and red ones. Blue ones provide a full HP PP heal, while the red ones recover a majority of status alignments. There's a free brain food lunch. You can also find one of Pooh's equips in this area. There's one of the springs down there. Now it's a blue one. See if we can get to it, since we took some heavy damage from that Chomposaur earlier. Just gotta stand up next to it until the earthquake happens. There we go. There. There's an ego orb. Just a big rock with a face on it. Not much of a threat. Would have been nice if they animated this map a little better. There's a Horn of Life. Oh dear God. Trying to breed certain Pokemon to have good stats are such a pain. Yeah. Breeding is indeed a pain. Even if you're trying to control certain elements of it. You guys were supposed to disappear. There's a sea pendant. That's something we can slap on Paula. Or on anyone. I just prefer Paula. Let's use this raw candy. Paula can eat it. She's just gained IQ. That's nice. Its capsule. Yeah, we gave the last one to Pooh. Let's give this one to him too. There's the only town in this area. We'll visit that shortly. What do Pokemon about? Yeah, I understand, Reno. That's what most people. How most people feel in Pokemon battles. They want to use their strongest Pokemon with the best stats and all that jazz. Oh, don't tell me the Cloak of Kings is all the way down there. I wanted to get that first. Oh no, there it is. No, that is all the way down there. Okay. See if we can reach that, and then we'll head to the town we're supposed to be going to anyway. Just want to get Pooh's equipped first. There we go. He's missing a sword, but so be it. It's like I'm trying to avoid enemies here, but then the game's like, no, you're gonna fight one of these enemies. Shit. Do it anyway. We'll just have to deal with the shield. Trying to get to Pooh's equip that was further down before I go to the town that we're supposed to go to. That dinosaur's down. He didn't drop the item. You may notice this cave here. This cave is actually a dead end, but it takes you to an area that's a little further in the game. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a dead end. You can see something broken in the distance over there in this funny looking spire. We'll be entering this area a little further on in the game. I think this is just giving you a sneak peek. Music's kind of odd. Just a trumpet. Alright, let's head to that Tenda village. It's over here. Because it's got an inn, a store, and an important NPC to talk to. You guys smell really good. Who am I? I'm a Tenda. Hey, what are you doing inside of our dinosaur cage? I'm gonna open the door and you get out of there right now. I'm the boss, so I'll let you out. Thank you for the Tendakraut. There goes our Tendakraut.
past it. They're in. This guy has a store. Which there's a couple of items we can pick up. First we gotta sell. We got stuff to get rid of first. Wasn't done. I actually kind of want to keep that rain pendant. Or actually, no, let's get rid of it. We gotta sell something from Jeff's inventory. No, screw it. Or the rabbit's foot. Here's where we can buy some mammoth burgers and luxury jerky. They're decent healing items. Pooh can enjoy the bottle of DX water. Alright, we'll grab one of those. This guy in the back is an ATM. He acts pretty much the same as the breathing tube fella in the deep darkness. So they tend to believe that the cage that surrounds them, that they consider the whole world, the whole lost underworld, as a cage. For some reason. Alright, we need to talk to this rock. You finally came, Ness. Finally you talked to me. Listen, Ness, I'm going to tell you something very important. You may want to take notes. Ready? You're the chosen one. Oh, I don't need notes for that. Your destiny is not only yours, it is the destiny of the whole universe. There will be a time in which all of you in the universe will overlap each other. It's not necessary to understand now. Do you remember Giant Steppin' on it? That is one of your sanctuary. It is a spot which gives you power and allows you to realize all your skills. There was a monster that protected it. The monster was influenced by the power of that place. You must have beaten those monsters. You must reach all of the 8 power spots in the world. When the Soundstone records the melodies of all 8 power spots, you can finally see your world. I will tell you all of the power spots. Giant Steppin' on it, Lilliput Steps in Peaceful Rest Valley near Tucson, Milky Well in Grapefruit Falls in Saturn Valley, Rainy Circle found by Jeff and Winters, Magnet Hill at the edge of the city of Fourside, Pink Cloud which Pooh knows, and Lumine Hall, where the shining lichen lives in the cave. A new place is now going to be opened up to you. Fire Spring, located southwest of here. Listen to the melodies of all 8 power spots. If you do not fail, you may upset Gygas's plans. Understand this? The time will come. A time when the destiny of you and the whole universe will overlap. It is fast approaching. And then our dad interrupts. It's actually good timing. Give Mom a quick call. We'll call Dad. 51,000. Oh my god. Got too much money. Alrighty. I think I'm going to end the stream at this point because I'm starting to feel a little tired and I want to save the last Sanctuary for a separate stream. That, and when we do get that last Sanctuary, it'll open up an area that I would like to dedicate to a separate stream to begin with. So, yeah. That's going to be the end of the stream for tonight. We call up the menu so that way it's not doing earthquakes while I'm talking. There will be a stream tomorrow, and that's when I'll continue EarthBound, doing the last Sanctuary and then what comes after it. And there won't be a stream on Friday as usual, and there may be a stream on Saturday, depends on how I'm feeling. Actually, no. I might actually consider taking Saturdays off indefinitely, but we'll see. We'll see. But there will be a stream on Thursday. So, with that said, is there anyone who I can raid? What's First Person Duder's doing today? I don't know, they're just chatting up with each other. Double Agent Smith. He's a guy I recently just followed. What's he doing? Looks like he's not doing anything big and important. Kinda want to raid someone, but I don't know who. Now let's rate First Person Dudes. No. Actually, why not? Let's instead raid Double Agent Smith. This is a guy that I followed a couple days ago because he was doing some Final Fantasy XIV stuff. Right now, he's doing the main story quest of Shadowbringers. So I'll send him over. So we can enjoy a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV. Where's my stream manager? There it is. Raid channel. There, feel free to join in that raid if you mind. I'm sure he would like it. He seems like a pretty cool guy. He seems like a chill guy. He does a lot of funny After Effects and whatnot. So he runs a nice looking stream. So anyway, again, there will be a stream tomorrow where I'll continue with EarthBound, and there may be a stream on Saturday. If not, then there'll be a stream on Sunday as usual. So, with all that said, thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a good night. Hope to see you all tomorrow, and please enjoy Double Agent Smith.